Hi, I'm Carole Stennett. I'm an actress and a singer, and here's how I started. So I was actually born in London. I've lived here all my life. I began singing, I can't actually give you a specific year or age. I just remember always having music around me. I grew up with my dad constantly playing records. I would hear music when I was at church and I was singing in the praise and worship team. If I'd listen to Top of the Pops or the chart show, there's music constantly around me. I do remember watching the chart show one Saturday and Michael Jackson's Rock With You. And I remember hearing that song and thinking, oh my goodness, this is the same Michael Jackson who's singing Bad. I think it was Bad at the time. Going back and listening to quality music kind of did something else. It sparked something new in me. I want to say, it didn't just happen. I feel like it was meant to be, but I feel like I fell into it in the sense that it wasn't the route I thought I was going to take. I did A-level drama because I loved performing, but I always kind of felt like that was something you just do on the side. It was not something you take seriously. So when I went to uni, I studied mass communications and film studies because I thought I was going to be a film director. Maybe one day I still will be, who knows? I started working a 9-to-5 job. I remember sitting at my desk reading the Voice newspaper. They had an open call audition for The Lion King and there was an advert for an open call audition. And I just remember thinking, oh my goodness, if only. It would be so nice. I kind of hesitated because I thought, I haven't got the experience, they're not going to want to have me. But then I thought, you know what, Carole, just go for it, because you don't want to reach 55, say, and think, what did I do with my time, my life, and that kind of thing. So I decided to go for it. I auditioned, I didn't get the part, but I remember them calling me back and asking if I'd be interested in auditioning for the French version of the show. I did. Long story short, that was my first entry into the professional world of performing. I went to Paris, Disneyland Paris. I was initially meant to be there for 8 months and it actually ended up being 18 months because I was having so much fun and learning so much. So I always say I had hands-on experience in this industry and learning the ropes and things that go on, and it kind of changed from being just a hobby into what I've been doing now for 14 years. Slightly longer if you can't count the session stuff I was doing before that, but professionally, full-time, 14 years of working within the industry. There have been so many, I've been so blessed and so fortunate in this world of performance. I think The Lion King, it took me so long to get into the West End production of The Lion King that when I actually finally achieved it, and I remember being on the stage and talking to one of my good friends who, it took her a while as well to get into the show, and we both ended up getting into the show at the same year. And I just remember I kept looking at her and being, we're in The Lion King. And it was just such an achievement, and it was such a beautiful moment. I learned so much, and it was just being on that West End stage in The Lion King. It was fantastic. So that's been one of my highlights to this day. I really love my family and I love spending time with them. So it's when I can't make those types of events that I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know if I'd call them low points, because I feel like you learn from every experience. There have been definitely points where I've had to really push myself and it's not been continuously easy, and it's been, that challenge of just, am I good enough? I think it's about riding through that and getting past that point and knowing that you are. So I don't know necessarily if I'd call it a low point, but more of an opportunity to grow. Be kind to yourself. You've got this, you will get there. It's not always going to be like this. So trust yourself and know that you've got this. Stop being so hard on yourself, really, and take that risk. I'd say definitely take that risk and stop waiting for permission from others to be you. Do you know? I think that's what I would tell my younger self. Well, as you know, times at the moment aren't straightforward. So the plans that I initially had from the beginning of last year to now, it's taking slightly longer because we are in a pandemic, but it's all good. So writing, singing my own stuff, self-tapes, trying to keep as creative and as I possibly can. Just taking it day by day. I don't know what I was about to do. Thank you for listening to how I started. Is this when I sing the song? I'll go get my guitar. I can't remember. That is so bad. Oh. Melodies running through my mind constantly.
Still I don't know, I'm still so unsure. Feels like I'm not worth anything, but I'm done suffering. Just wanna